it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up with a card tutorial today. I don't know what day this is going up, so I'll probably do this little spiel a few times, but it is our Scrappy Advent calendar. It's December. This year we have decided to make cards for each other. So every day there'll be a card tutorial from one of us. So basically we are making 12 cards for each other, and yeah, then on the opposite day we give a gift. So if you've seen our series before, it's the same format. It's just this year we decided to do something a little bit different and to make cards. So it's not something we often put up on our channel, but we are. Now, I want to preface this by saying I will put all the dimensions that I used for the cards in the description box down below. So if you do want to case this card or, copy it, then I will put the measurements down below, just so I don't have to tell you what they are right now because I didn't write them down. Now, you'll also notice most of the ink that I use, the stamps that I'm using, and the blocks and everything, they're all from Stampin' Up. I used to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm not anymore, but I have a lot of supplies, so I will be drawing from a lot of those things. So I am creating these cards here. They are birthday cards, I suppose, but they don't say happy birthday, so you could use them for anything. The sentiment that I just stamped says "You rock," and the stamp set's called Music from My Heart, Music from the Heart, which is from Stampin' Up. And I purchased it because it's music themed, and I'm all about music, and it's just super cute. So I stamped out the guitar, which is made with a treble clef, and then the rest of the guitar you stamp on separately, so they're two separate stamps. And then I just added a few little love hearts in, I think that was a pink colour to match the paper. It is Stampin' Up paper as well. Again, I am just trying to use up all of my supplies that I have, so I'm not suggesting these is the only brand that you can use, but it is what I have. So that is what I'm using for most of my cards this month. I can't believe we're in December already. This is crazy. So what I'm doing is adding a little bit of ribbon to my card. So you can see that I've got a card that I've made already in the top left there, and that's what I'm kind of copying as I'm going. I just find it a bit easier that way rather than trying to make a card sort of on the go, so to speak. I like to make my cards in advance, and then if I like them, I'll make more of them. I don't usually film card making process videos, but I do actually regular card classes just for a few girlfriends. I suppose I call them card classes. Really, I have the same sort of 4 or 5 girlfriends come over and make cards, and they love it. So I don't normally film the process, but I can if people are interested. I think there's lots of card making videos on YouTube, so it's not something that I've really done. But if you would like me to, I can, make sure I do a few others for you along the way. So I decided to add some double-sided tape to the back of the white piece, and then kind of stick the ribbon sort of to the double-sided tape, and then I'm sticking that whole white piece down onto the pattern paper. Now I could have used wet glue, but the problem was I didn't know exactly where it was going to go because I'm not great with measuring, and so I kind of didn't want to get my pencil out and mark where the white was sort of going to go. So I just did it this way, and it worked fine. And I'm using a lot of double-sided tape. Again, I could have used wet glue. It would certainly stick it down probably more permanently, but I don't mind with cards because they're not usually something people hang on to for a really long time. So I should have said also, we're making 2 cards each time for the other person. So I'm making variations on a theme. So it's the same card, I'm just changing up the pattern paper and the colours and whatnot. And that's sort of what I'll be doing most of the way through December. So I think you'll find, I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't know what Jess is doing. I know she's borrowed quite a few of my stamps, but I suspect her cards will be way more fancier than mine. I tend to be pretty boring when it comes to the types of cards that I make, and I just do kind of normal folds. I don't usually do fancy things, but you never know, I might try and challenge myself a little bit this month. So, as I said, Jess and I will actually have 2 videos up every day, sometimes even 3. I know there's going to be a lot on the channel this month, but we do our Scrappy Advent calendar. So we do our tutorial will be going up, but then also the opening videos of the other person will be going up the same day as well. So it's a little bit confusing, but please, I know a lot of people enjoy watching us in December. This is the 4th time we've done our Scrappy Advent calendar. So, you know, it's been going for 4 years on our channel, which is exciting. But I think it's 4 times. I'm sure it's 4 times. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I've almost finished. I'm just adding the little final touches to the cards. So I've stamped out my sentiments on a strip of white cardstock, and then I'm just punching them out with a Stampin' Up! Punch that I have. You could also just cut, you don't need a punch for this. You could totally just cut this with scissors or with a trimmer. I just had my punch, so I grabbed it, and then I'm just using some foam to pop up that sentiment. Now it's probably a bit hard to tell on this screen, I did make a couple of smudges, and you'll see that's why I decided to put the sentiment right there where I'm putting it now, because I smudged, oh no, I think it's on the green that I smudged. No, I think it is the grey. I smudged just a tiny bit. And so I was trying to cover up the smudge as much as I could. Oh, but I realised, forgot I did this, that the sentiment just wasn't kind of popping up enough or standing out enough on the page. So I just grabbed out the same colour ink that I stamped the image in and just kind of inked the edges of the sentiment. And I'll do the same thing in the green. So you can see me here, I'm just literally rubbing the edge of the punched out piece into the ink. Probably not, I don't know, there might be a better way to do it, but I didn't get ink everywhere, so it works. So you can see me there adding my sentiment. Yeah, so it was definitely the grey one that I just did a tiny little smudge on. And then I come in with some splatters, just, you know, just for a bit of something something. I always put splatters on my layout, so why not on my cards? So I'm going with silver splatters on the grey card, and then I'm going to come in, I think, with pink splatters, or do I do silver as well? You'll just have to wait and see. No, pink. Pink? I feel like I changed my mind. Yeah, here's me thinking. I'm thinking, do I do pink? No, I think I'll do silver. So I'm going to do silver splatters. Now I will show some close-up photos of these at the end, but we are all finished. Now, as I said, I'll put all the measurements in the description box down below. So if you want to sort of make something similar, obviously using any sort of stamps that you have at home, then you certainly can. And I will leave the measurements down below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Jess's opening video on the channel. It will be linked down below as well. If you haven't seen her open her gifts, then definitely go and check that out. And I hope you join us all month because it is a lot of fun. It's our most favourite time of the year. So thank you again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.